Hey, what's up, guys? Ryan Rigg here, the host of your show, Ryan Vlogs 2. Not the number 2, not like you're going to watch this vlog, but TOO. Like, in addition, like also, happy Thursday to you, Wednesday for me. Just wrapped up Wednesday's vlog, actually filmed that Wednesday morning, and then uploaded it Wednesday. If you haven't checked it out, check out Taking a Personal Day on YouTube. Kind of explains why I did it in the morning. So I'm just still going hard at it here. Changed my shirt, obviously. You guys know I don't like to wear the... Even during the live vlog, and I'm vlogging during the day, I change shirts because it would look weird if there were, I guess, 2 videos in a row wearing the same shirt. I'm not sure, but how are you guys doing today? We're back at it. We're all dialed in. So Wednesday's vlog went up about 24 minutes late than the 12 o'clock time. It was still processing on YouTube, and I don't make my video. Usually they're all ready to go anyway. But I don't make my videos public until they're fully processed into 1080p or 720p, depending on whatever I'm shooting it in. Because I want to make sure you guys are enjoying the content as I filmed it, and not in any of that potato 240p or 360p. But chilling out at home, it's about 1 o'clock. I think we have something very exciting going on today. And we're about to get in the car and head over to the post office box today. So I hope that you guys will come along and hang out today on our adventure. We got heat index of nearing 100 degrees Fahrenheit today. So I think that's like 35 or something like that Celsius. It's up there, you know what I mean? But warm one today, so we're going to head out in the car, go over to the post office box. Yes, you guys ready to come along? I think it's going to be an incredible day, so I hope that you guys can come along and hang out today. You guys ready? Let's go do this. It just feels so good that it's warm. It says it's 93 outside in my car. Let's see here. The Weather Channel app says 92 degrees sunny. Feels like heat index is 103 right now, which is pretty incredible. It's been this way for the last, let's see, few days now. So I don't suspect it letting up anytime soon. 33 degrees Celsius. But yes, it is definitely warm here in, dial this down here so you guys can see, it's definitely warm here in the Midwest. Looks like we might have some storms brewing. I'm not sure. When it's hot and humid like this, it can happen. Got the GoPro in the windshield so we can stay safe on our little road trip. You guys ready? Head over to the post office box. Had to give you guys that weather update. You know how we do over here. Pulling up on the scene. Well, one of our first stops today. Wouldn't be a day without our daily trip. Well, not daily. Sometimes, most of the time it's daily. Yes, it's actually daily, and you guys know why. Gotta get that go juice. Gotta get that body flowing today. Just pulled up on the scene at the box and go. Cool thing about using the GoPro in the car, very hard to see because it's so bright. And see if you can see. Probably can't. But I'll flip the GoPro around there, and then that's how I'm capturing like the time lapses of while I'm driving. So I'll face it one way when I'm recording myself, and then completely turn it away, or turn it facing the windshield there for the time lapse, like when I'm driving. And then I've got the LCD display attached to my GoPro Hero 4. That's how I'm able to see everything and frame the shot. So, but yes, let's go into the box and go and see what's happening. Holy cow. Holy cow. Wow. That is a huge box, and I didn't order anything. So, and then we also got what looks like awesome handwritten letter from Chris Hingley. And the cool thing about Chris Hingley is he just bought the Elgato Game Capture HD that we had on Twitter. So that's awesome. I got your letter here. So we'll go home and check out this box, check out this letter. What an exciting day. Alright guys, I'm back home now. As, I don't know, well, you can kind of tell the kitchen's back there. So I had to wait a minute to press record, kind of dry my eyes a little bit. The reason is, I said we got a letter and we got a package, okay? And you guys know I love the letters. I always go to those first. I think they're, usually they're handwritten or typed, but those, take the most amount of time and stuff. And this letter was from Chris Hingley, and he's awesome. He's been a supporter on the channel. He's been a friend. We've talked a few times. He recently purchased the Elgato Game Capture HD, one that I had. And he sent a letter. And I remember him telling me, hey, have you got my letter yet? Well, I can't wait for you to read it. And so when we went over the post office box, naturally, we have the letter here. So first off, Chris, I read the whole thing twice before I pressed record here, and you hit me in the feels, man. I was completely speechless, completely humbled, completely blown away that you would even take the time to just type this much, and just some of the things you shared and what you shared and how you shared them, and your views about me or my son or just how I am. I almost can't even look at the camera. It's truly, like I said, this whole YouTube thing and building this community. You guys know you've been amazing. We've built this together. We've grown this. It's matured into something so amazing, and the proof is in the pudding. Now, at the top of the letter, it says, I prefer if you don't read this on air. Feel free to mention parts of it, except for any personal details. Thank you for honoring my privacy. So definitely want to honor his privacy in that regard. But I did find a few parts, like I said, I read this twice already, and I'm still just like, the fact that your opinion of me and my son and just what I'm doing here, the fact that I'm demonstrating that through the camera and that you can see that in me, I really appreciate that, Chris. It really means a lot. Not that you sent a letter, just what you conveyed in the letter. And I'm gonna read you guys a part of it here. Um, he said, as I mentioned in direct message on Twitter, I wanted to write you after seeing vlog number 290, Finding the Silver Lining. I've been watching vlogs for a little over a year now and always impressed with your ability to keep a positive attitude. It's quite infectious. Your vlogs are not just real, but also authentic. The authenticity is endearing, and I think it truly sets you apart from other YouTubers. I think a lot of people tend to put forth a public persona, but I think you tend to show us the true Ryan, and in vlog 290, you showed us that. So yes, vlog 290, if you guys haven't seen it, go back and watch it. It's called Finding the Silver Lining. It will definitely help you relate to what Chris is talking about here. And just amazing support what you had to say. One thing I found awesome about Chris, he does write, he's a writer. He writes some fiction and drama for movie and TV. So he said that, he found the ones that he likes the most on YouTube are the ones who strive to be their true selves, the ones afraid to reveal a part of who they are. Talked about a few people that he was a fan of on YouTubers. And he said basically, thank me for being one of those YouTube vloggers that's not scared to share their personal life with the community. And I thought that was awesome. He said, thank you for being the type of YouTuber vlogger that I can watch with my nephew or with the student I tutor, because he tutors 2 people. So both of his people that he's been tutoring, he said both guys are graduating from 8th grade this week and they start high school. He's been tutoring both of them since about 2nd grade. One of them is his nephew, and the other is a student, a tutor. So his nephew is named Wayne. Wayne and him are going to be, Wayne and Chris, the person who sent this letter, actually be starting a YouTube channel, and they're going to do 1v1s or co-op missions or something like that. And then Josh here, they're, like I said, both starting high school. He said, I've been tutoring both of them. It's hard to believe they'll start high school soon. He said, if you could give a shout out to a vlog on them, they'd love it. Well, I can tell you what, Wayne and Josh, I don't know Chris personally, but I've talked, and I can already tell that he's an amazing person. And if he's been your tutor since the 2nd grade, then you guys are probably well on your way. So congrats on passing 8th grade. Good luck to your high school. Good luck to your YouTube channels. That's all very exciting news. You guys have exciting 4 years ahead of you in high school, and also exciting news with your YouTube. So I'm very, very happy for you guys, and a shout out to all of you. A shout out to you, Chris, for the letter. A shout out to you, Wayne and Josh. So I wish you guys the best. So this was quite a lengthy letter, and I am going to respect his privacy because, there's some things in here that are just meant for me, and as much as I'd love to share them, just know that I'm sharing the experience with you, and that's how I'm bringing you guys along with. None of this would be possible without you guys or the community. And he says one thing here at the end. He said, anyway, take care, and I look forward to more vlogs, gameplays, and drone footage. Keep up the excellent work both on YouTube and off. I love seeing the loving relationship between you and Braden, which is my son. He seems like a great kid who has his head squarely on his shoulders, or as much as a teen can have, and that's so true. Glad he made it through the freshman year. Just wait till you teach him how to drive. He said that might be an entire series of vlogs. So sincerely, Chris Hingley. Chris, man, I save everything that anybody ever sends me. I keep them all in one special spot. And this is a very special letter to me. So thank you very much. Hopefully I respect your privacy. You did say I could mention a few parts of it. I wanted to give you some credit there because it's truly amazing. And it literally took me about 10, 15 minutes to get my composure just to press record. you guys know, I'll cry on video. It doesn't matter. Like, somebody be like, oh, he was crying on YouTube. But any grown man that says he hasn't cried is a liar and not true to their feelings or themselves. So, but one thing I do want to share that I thought was pretty amazing, so I hope you don't mind, Chris, but we're sharing this whole thing here. These are like some Xbox achievements, and I guess you can print these off from a website, so I'm going to check that out. But it said for Ryan, when you need some encouragement or a pick-me-up or a reminder, so I can already tell this is something that's going to go on my refrigerator right next to where I write the goals, for like my YouTube subscribers on my main channel, where I've been keeping that goal for like a year and a half. So it says here, achievement unlocked. These are like basically gamer score, 50 or 50 points. Survive as a small business owner. Achievement unlocked 100G for 300 plus vlogs. That's awesome. Achievement unlocked for 100G. Created a community on YouTube with all of your guys' help. We've created this community. It said you earned a trophy. Always maintain a positive attitude. I got a silver trophy there, and then a gold trophy. You earned a trophy. Honor your grandpa and raise awareness about Alzheimer's. Thank you for that. That's it's happening again. I can't lie. When that's how it goes with vlogs when you keep it real. And then it looks like I got a pretty epic trophy down here at the bottom. And it says, you earned a trophy, raising your son to be a good man and a great person. You're too incredibly kind. And then here's like an achievement. It looks like I just unlocked for being awesome by being you, 50 out of 50. So this is definitely cool. It's achievements and Steam Badge are generated at www.saysit.com. SAYS -it.com achievements. So I'll have to check that out. But thank you very much for that, Chris. It's truly incredible. Reading that just made me smile. You're an awesome person. But I also noticed here when you signed your letter that let's see here. Well, when Chris signed his letter, Chris also included this. Okay. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, it is a gift card to this place right here. One of my son and I's favorite place. I used to work here for 3 or 4 years. Buffalo Wild Wings. And he talked about, he said, I wanted to include a small token of appreciation for you as well as a gift to help deal just with some things. He said, nothing makes grief easier to handle than chicken wings and a cold Mountain Dew. I hope it helps. Chris, you already know I love chicken wings and I love Mountain Dew. Very humbled, very appreciative for the letter. The gift card's an awesome bonus. Just getting the letter was enough for me, my friend. And this extra achievement page, super awesome. The fact that you take the time to do something like this, thank you very much, Chris. Definitely look forward to continuing our conversations, and developing this friendship, and as well as other friendships with you guys in community. So I know we spent a little bit of time talking about this, as we should have, but well worth it. Thank you again. And now we're going to switch gears a little bit. You remember Jeff? Do you guys remember Jeff? I know you guys remember Jeff, right? We talk about Jeff. He's a big supporter to the channel. Jeff, the same guy that sent this. Okay. Which I love, by the way, Jeff. Jeff also sent that. You guys see that big box? Took up the whole back seat of my car. Do you guys want to open it together? Okay, first off, before we even open this, big shout out to my man. Thank you, Rob, for being the camera guy for this. It's always easier to open big things when you have either the camera on a tripod or someone holding it. In this case, my friend Rob showed up here. Thank you, Rob. Didn't mean to just have you come over and then just immediately go to work. But I think you being my best friend already know anytime you come here, you're probably working anyway. So anyway, what we got here, this is from Jeff. Jeff, you guys remember we talked about, had sent the metal Mountain Dew sign. I've talked to him many times. Amazing guy, supports me on Patreon, supports my son, just overall supports pretty much all my channels and everything I do. And we've talked a lot, and he said, hey, I want to help you out. So he wanted to help me out, I'm like, all right, well, he wants to help me out. And like I say, he's an amazing guy. Once we get the box open, I'll give you a little bit more on the story. But with all this extra, with this knife and everything, it always makes it a little bit easier when you got somebody to hold the vlog camera. So make sure, okay, there we go. We'll put the knife away so we don't injure ourselves, because I tend to cut myself, usually with drone propellers, but knives have happened. Okay. You're welcome to come a little closer here if you'd like, Mr. Robbie. Looks like what we got. You guys know I love when you guys send me air packages. I have so many of them. Thank you for all of the air. You guys are impressive. This is not... Okay. You guys can't see. I don't know if you can see through. This is not happening. And this is really not... Oh my god. Oh my god. It is. It really is. Guys, Jeff, you're an incredibly crazy, amazing person from New York. And to the rest of the YouTube community that doesn't know what's in this box yet, guys, that's a PS4. Jeff sent a PS4. Jeff from New York, the guy who sent the metal sign, a friend of the channel, friend of mine, sent a PlayStation 4. Now you guys know I had a few PlayStation 4s. I had an Xbox One. I've had many of these, and Rob can even attest. I've had to sell a few things in my house just to pay bills, because as a small business owner, it can get tough. I know after Jeff and I's conversation, he had talked about, holy cow, he had talked about how he had got a new PlayStation 4. He loved what we did at Gaming for Grandpa. He knew I didn't have a PlayStation 4, and he just said, hey, I'm going to send you one. And all he asked for was for me to pay shipping, which I haven't even done yet, Jeff, so I'll get your PayPal address, my friend, and we will square up with there on shipping. But let me finish cutting this open. I'm literally, like, I kind of knew this might happen, and I wasn't for sure. And then it kind of materialized, and then the tracking number came, and then I'm like, yep, we're going to the post office box. And that's probably incredibly loud. And Jeff, shout out to you for the insanely professional packaging, because nothing's happening. You know what I mean, Rob? All the foam and everything, like nothing's happening to this.
It's wrapped up good.
Nothing's happening to your box. And just to let you know, Jeff, it made it just fine. I know some people get worried about sending things, especially like this. The guys, someone sent me a PlayStation 4. Are you kidding? Like, seriously, guys. Someone sent Jeff, not just someone, Jeff, aka Jeff K from New York. I try not to divulge too much about people sometimes, but Jeff K from New York. Oh my gosh, that is why Rob is here. Rob and I are going to play some Black Ops 3, finally, back on PlayStation 4. What you've all been waiting for on the Gaming for Grandpa channel, some PS4 content. Now we can do it. Rob, remember we got the season pass thing to unlock, remember, which has the special weapon and all the rare supply drops? Oh, I never got to open that yet on PS4 version. Jeff, I don't even know what to say.
Thank you, Jeff.
Jeff,
shout out.
We are getting ready to, we literally, after we cut this section of the vlog, we are going to hook this up and do everything I need to do to get it set up, initialized. Between crying earlier and reading, let me get this again here, Rob. Between crying earlier, before I read the part of the letter from Chris, and, you know, that he sent the Buffalo Wild Wings gift card, like, it was already emotional. And then Jeff, the big homie, comes through clutch on a PS4. This is, like, not like a $5 item, guys. These are not cheap. I don't have another PS4. And I'm happy to say we have a PS4 now. Jeff, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, man. Like, man to man, like, I can't convey it enough, but thank you for what you did. It's an incredible act of generosity, and it just shows the value, again, guys, of this community. Not I've built, that we, yes, all of us. Without all of us, this just wouldn't be what it is today. And it's always the time when I turn the camera off that I get the impact of what's happening. And I know I'm going to bust out in tears, especially because my friend's here, but I just love all you guys that watch my videos, like, and just support what I do here and why I do it. I've had some really rough times the last few months, and it's not just items, obviously, that lift me up. It's gestures, the gestures that lift me up. It just happens to be the items are what's bonuses. These are like bonuses that come with the already good gestures. So, you guys know, all of you in the community, whether you've sent me anything or not, I love you all the same. But special shout out today to Jeff and Chris. Chris for the letter and the Buffalo Wild Wings, and big shout out to Wayne and Josh, the 8th graders going into high school. But my man Jeff from New York, be looking for Gaming for Grandpa gameplay tomorrow, boys and girls. Gonna be up all night. My buddy Rob already knows. Will I not be up all night making vids?
Oh yeah, new maps.
New maps, everything. Be all night. So thank you guys for everything you've done on all my channels, my son's channel. But thank you guys for this today. Like, literally, someone sent me a PlayStation 4. Like, oh my gosh. And Chris comes through with Mountain Dew and chicken wings from Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, I thought getting a DJI was awesome that day at the post office box, which still is. Believe me, guys, I don't. We love my drone. That's part of why Rob's here today, because we're gonna go fly. But now we have something to take the distraction away from flying. So thank you, Jeff. Thank you, everybody, today, and I appreciate you guys tuning in to this special vlog today. I told you we had something special lined up for Thursday. Man, a PS4, you believe this, Rob? This is
awesome.
It's almost like, I'm like, pinch me, man. Like, pinch me. Is this, like, really happening? But thank you guys, Jeff and Chris, the big homies. You guys came through super clutch today. You guys are epic. I love you both. I love all of you, and I love you guys. Thank you. I really do appreciate it so much. Thank you. Oh, this is great, man. This is so awesome. 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 Alright, boys and girls, with the help of my buddy Rob here, we got everything hooked up. And the cool thing, since I already owned a PS4, guys, I already had my HDMI cable, the Ethernet cable back there. So, now I've got the cable plugged in, because it's the very first time firing up the PS4. And Mr. Jeff, thank you again. I had, like I said, I've had a ton of games and controllers and stuff. Rob's like, man, guys got 3 controllers, 20 games, no PS4. But I told you it would come back one day, Rob, hopefully, right? That's right. So I'm glad I never sold any of my things. So, about to turn it on for the first time. We're going to fire up Black Ops 3. The reason is, I have Season Pass on there, and there was I can unlock a brand new weapon or melee, and 10 rare supply drops with the Season Pass bonus. So I'm excited about that. And then I told Mr. Rob we're going to be starting a series on Gaming for Grandpa, because I know you guys would love to see some GTA 5. And I've had it, I just didn't have a PS4. So I got actually quite a few PS4 games there. So, you guys ready for this? Are you ready, Mr. Rob?
Ready.
Jeff, none of this would be possible without you and or community. So thank you. Let me make sure. Am I turning this on right? Probably have to manually turn it on. Here we go. Oh, beep, beep, beep. Oh, that was eject. See? I've even forgot what button it is. Such a crazy guy. Here we go. PS4 for the first time. I need to plug in my Elgato, but I'll do that after I initialize the PS4 and set it up. We got the orange bar there. Oh, gosh, I haven't seen a PlayStation logo on this screen for a long time, Mr. Robbie. Boys and girls. Jeff, you're incredible. We would not have seen this today without all of you. That is awesome. Oh, and some of you guys asked, this is my thermostat behind my television. I'll turn it out like this way sometimes because it's silly to have a TV over a thermostat because it thinks it's warmer than it really is. So I need to move that thermostat to that wall over there because the wire does run through the wall here. But this is a rental and I really can't do that. So that's why usually I just have it in here like that. But I've taken one of the screws out so I can pivot it out. Because the LEDs and the TV will actually make, obviously, the thermostat think it's warmer in the house than it really, really is. And then the air conditioner just won't stop. So I got to kind of trick the system. But here we are, opening screen for the PS4. It's about to go down, Mr. Robbie. Thank you again, my friend, for the amazing camera work over there. Much appreciated, my friend. So, here we go. Okay, guys, with the help of Rob, he made a suggestion. You guys know I had that. Where did the lamp go?
Right
oh,
here.
Okay, you guys know that lamp there. I used to have to the left of the television. And then I had. Let's see if I can move that without. Okay, thanks, Rob. And then I had this. Well, that's perfect, Rob. Well, you guys know I had that there. Okay. So we're going to take that down. Rob suggested. Then I suggested putting it to the right of the Cardinals things because every one of those things is streets in New York City. And then this is Empire State Building, comprised of nothing but the word New York City just over and over to make that art. Now those pieces are both the same size, so we're basically gonna move that over there, right on the flanking my Cardinals stuff, which would be perfect because I've never been to New York City and I hope one day I can. And then for the little gaming rack, not sure yet where if I'm gonna put that back over by the speaker. And now I think, Rob, we talked about widening the speakers out more left and right, right? So yes, guys, we are revamping a little bit, again, revamping the gaming setup.
Like center those
center them over. And now we got the PlayStation here. Temporarily, I've hooked up my Elgato because I'm going to do some capturing, so that's why this cable's here and the controller's charging. So, but good idea, Rob, because I think that looks very clean. Because then the glow, like you talked about, Rob, is not restricted anywhere across the wall. So, let me switch the colors up here. We can probably get a better idea of what it's going to look like. Yeah, everything looks, it just glow, the glow is much more. Let me know, guys, what's your, we can turn that off too, probably. I'll turn this one off here. Well, we're going to turn off some more lights. Let me dial down this.
Rob's closing the blinds so we can really check it out. Here, I'll dial down the ISO. There we go. Yeah.
Oh wow, look at it on the wall and the door.
Yeah, it's shining all over now. That looks so much better, I believe. You guys will have to let me know your feedback down below. What you guys think, how it looks. I think it looks so much better without anything. You're so right. And it makes it even...
like an orange.
It makes it even like cleaner. Orange with the Black Ops. It makes it cleaner now. You know what I mean? Like if you look at the setup, everything looks clean and stealthy. So we'll move the speakers over. I'll keep the grills off because I'm loving that no grill look. Oops. But yes. So see Rob, cameraman and interior design. And graphic design too. I think that looks sick, bro. Look how the light, what happens when you turn the light on and then turn it off. It's almost like it changes color. It's cool. So yes, Jeff, thank you, my friend. We're getting ready to fire up the first game, Black Ops. Hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. It's an epic one. Thanks again, cameraman Robbie. And this suggestion, I love it. I'm already loving it. I think I need to get another one of these because, Rob, you can stack these or connect these.
Yeah.
And you can hang them vertically or horizontally. So it might look cool to get a couple more of these game things and have them going horizontally across the wall. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I think it might look cool. So I don't know, guys. It's always a work in progress with the gaming setup, especially being that this is my home office and this is living room / home theater. But now I'm loving that. We're never going back to putting the lamp there. There's just no lamp going back there. It's not going to happen. Thank you, my friend. That's awesome. Alright, and now we game. I got the games, everything actually moved over here. I know it's hard to see because we have all the lights off, but that's where I moved them to. All of them over here. Just temporary to get it away from here because like we were talking about, just makes everything cleaner. Still got my Mac down there, connect the Elgato. Still have to hang the picture, move the Xbox, but... as much as I don't like that there's not something on the wall, I now really like there's nothing on there but the television. Because that's all that you should be looking at on that wall is the television.
Nothing distracting you from what's on the screen.
No, that's perfect. Yes.
Visually soothing.
Visually soothing. Very clean, simple setup. Not simple, but it is actually a simple setup. I mean, it's a receiver, 3D Blu-ray player, Apple TV, a router, a couple of glorified power centers, a little behind the couch table, center channel, front and rear, front towers, and then here are the rears back here. I got rear, and powered subwoofer. So full 7.1 surround. I loving it, Rob. Well, I think while the rest of these updates and maps and everything I need to install on the PS4, still got the Elgato captured. Did record some gameplay, so I'll be uploading that later. And then snuck in a couple games while I'm waiting for the download here of the last DLC. Did the season pass bonus. So I think while the weather's still nice and incredibly just beautiful, very warm but very beautiful. I mean, look out there. That's so nice and sunny. But it wouldn't be a day if we didn't go out and take a flight, right? I mean, it really wouldn't, right? I mean, I didn't give you one yesterday. You guys ready? Okay.
Well, I will say this. I don't even know how I've been, well, the last 3 hours I've been searching. There is no worse feeling than leaving your house with a DJI Phantom 3 Pro and the controller, and only coming home with the controller. Yeah, believe it or not, was flying over the lake like I normally have been. All of a sudden on my iPhone, it said aircraft disconnected. Lost it. I hit return to home 1,000 times. Turned it off, turned it on, nothing. Never connected, never saw it again. I'm pretty confident it went down in the lake somewhere. I've walked the shoreline. I waited for the waves to settle. It's gone. I've taken to Twitter. I don't know what else to do. It's interesting how your day can go one way and then immediately shift another way. So to be honest with you, I'm beyond upset. I think I'm the most upset because I didn't do anything wrong and then this happened. And I'm most upset because my friend Liam and GT Omega sent this out to me. So it's like, wow, what an embarrassing moment. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. We'll talk more about this tomorrow, but I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog right there just for the sake of today was an amazing day. So thank you very much, Chris, and thank you very much, Jeff. Really do appreciate your generosity today. And that letter, thank you, Chris. I really do appreciate it. It was funny talking to you on Twitter a minute ago, too. But guys, I'm Ryan Rigg, the host of your show, Ryan Vlogs 2. Not the number 2. Not like you're going to help me hopefully persuade DJI to send me another one, because like I said, I didn't do anything wrong. I was flying it tonight like I have always been, and I didn't come home with it. I'm not kidding you. So when it rains, it pours. But yes, if you watch the vlog all the way through, please give yourself a pat on the back. Thank you for making it all the way through. Just leave me the comment down below. Help me with my drone, and I'll know you watched today's vlog all the way through. But guys, I really do appreciate everything, and we will get through this situation as well, and we'll leave it for another day and another vlog. But that's what we will be talking about tomorrow, and until we have some resolution. But guys, we'll see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. And I know I'm definitely hiding my anger and frustration, trying to put just a smile on. But I really do appreciate it, guys, and we'll talk more about this very soon.
Unfiltered, it's just right here. It's one-on-one. There's no distracting, events or things that I'm doing that, take away from the video or the message. It's just, boom, one-on-one. We're sitting here, we're talking. I've always enjoyed that format. That's why I really enjoy the live vlogs, and you guys seem to enjoy them too. And we'll be doing that again, the live vlog definitely here soon. And we'll be doing a Q&A as well.